Bear football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 61 yards. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And now an audible here into something else. Once again, it's Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
It's 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A run straight ahead with Jeanty.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Jeanty.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Ran in at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Raiders first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cooper Kupp, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The Raiders will
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bills are able to move back in front. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Raiders 8.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
On the give, Genty. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Here's third down and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
On the give, Genty. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Allen from the gun on third down. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The first carry now for Reggie Bush. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That's good for a Bills first down.
56.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, Bush. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Bush, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it 21-8.
Raiders 8. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going up top for Cup. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
They run up the middle with Bush. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Bush. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Raiders 16.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that part, Barry. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Jackson now. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll run with Genty. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run. Here comes Genty.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's a run with Mostert. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. A run, it's Genty.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
56.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bush trying the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13. Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey, middle. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the play.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Las Vegas.
And now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he's got it across the midfield, striking into Washington territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers. 46 yards. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
6. Commanders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball.
The guy's man complete. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Jackson. Got a man, Boutte. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Washington first down. A gain of 19 yards.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
Washington.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up third
An incomplete pass on that
11.
last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You. Sit hard. 180.
They'll go. Here's Genty. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Mitchell. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 32 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
The score, Commanders 10, Raiders 6. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Once again, it's Genty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
10 yards.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. Here now at 3rd down and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Jackson. The right side catch by Crabtree. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Dante Thornton, 37 yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
180. 180 hot. 13.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to air one out. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And the Commanders first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Commanders.
To throw is Jackson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for Washington. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to his tight end ball. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
13, middle. You are
Back to throw now on first down. A short throw there pulled in by Orr. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Washington Commanders first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
Commanders 17. Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 19-yard
After the loss
line.
to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You what?
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Jackson now. Crabtree has it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Raiders 20. Commanders 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll lay it out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Jackson going to keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Jackson. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now 2nd and 9. But once again, it's Mitchell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle that slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
You. Hey. Yeah.
Jackson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No, we changed it. No.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
DC.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Middle.
Throwing. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down.
At the 48.
Jackson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Going up top for Cup. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Raiders 27, Commanders 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this kickoff's return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's Jackson. This ball intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
The Raiders take over 1st down.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. Big opening up the middle. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Devin Bush. Past the 40. inside the 20.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground. So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll get about 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third and 2. Here we go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. To the right side here, pass is caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6.
158.
Now give on the ground, and he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 3rd and long.
26. 158.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And they continue to turn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. To throw is Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Jason Sanders on for the point after. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, right back where we started this thing, from the 15. He's got it. And the Steelers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Raiders 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 now from the 36. Pistol formation with Jackson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
42-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's on. 13. What? Then. No, we change it. Oh. Hey.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one not quite on target. Not too much. That one falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal.
A 35-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Tyreek now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Will Anderson in there for the sack, plus of 10 yards to start this drive. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his left.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
3rd, they need 8. Rodgers now. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, Their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Rodgers pass intercepted by the Raiders. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive.
Ashton Genty, the Raider ball carrier. Cameron Hayward on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground with Genty, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 5.
Go. Go ahead.
Once again, it's Genty. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Las Vegas first down.
A pistol look, and here's Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they go with Genty. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try it now with Genty. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Hey, middle. Sit hot.
Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10. He's to the 10. To the pylon. He's in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown Vegas. And now the Raiders faced with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Tyreek now to return it. He'll get as much as he can, protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
Second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Here we go. This is 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Throwing Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
Again, it's Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that...
Oh, a loose football. One of the Raiders has got it.
That was a...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So happy you're with us, folks. Should be a game to remember for all involved. And we are off and underway here in Oakland. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 17 yards. Complete to Dante Thornton Jr. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive.
Change it.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
40-yard line.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, it's Jeanty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
It's a run with Mostert. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
That makes the score our home team 8
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's a man who's stuck. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Returning it, Johnson. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. Gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run once more with Stevenson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. In motion left comes Williams.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Quick.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Finish it up. You. Finish it up.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cooper Kupp
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
And makes the score Raiders 8.
Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touch. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20.
Got a man open. It's Urban Fryer.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Hey, come on.
Up the middle, it's Jansen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. James Harrison with a sack. He still has it into his 40s.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Jackson now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Results for 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Murray going to fire one out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerome Bettis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Jackson.
40-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, report.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
On the give, Genty. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Raider first down. First and goal at the 4-yard
Second quarter
line.
from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they go to work on a first and goal.
Hey, middle.
Mostert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Second and goal from the 1.
4-yard gain. Brings up second and goal.
Genty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Jackson going to keep it, and he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Extra score, Raiders 8. Steelers
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And not a great return here. They'll make it back only to the 10-yard
The
line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw, it's Murray. Will find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Murray. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the gun, Murray. Open man is Ibuka. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The 2-point conversion.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Steelers 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Up the middle they run with Bettis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
3rd and 20.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Bettis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Bettis. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Murray now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. Now we'll signal in a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
I
think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Murray going to throw. In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Devontae Smith
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now this time Murray to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find it.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A run. This is Bettis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the Raiders' 7-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Emeka Egbuka with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Steelers 21, Raiders 16.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And they're just, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the give, Genty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Jackson. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? They're about to find out. 4th down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Jackson. That's to Bowers once again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Again, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. James Harrison in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
No, we changed it. Hey, hey. Hey, report. Report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football out, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Third and 5. Now Bettis. And he is going to have a Steeler. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for Panthers. First down.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Griffin. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Throwing again, Griffin. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Bowers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. RG3. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it will bring up second down. Now a handoff to Jeanty. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A run, it's Genty. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
49-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it. Jackson. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Genty. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lamar changing the play. Now it's Jackson. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 43 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Raiders 6. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
First down, Raiders.
Right back to Genty on 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And it is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. And now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go ahead.
3rd and long.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. It's Crabtree. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk from 4 yards out. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Going to the locker room.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
14. Raiders 12.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
19 tight.
Now Griffin. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
79 Broncos.
Now it's Griffin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Griffin. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Nice little juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Once again, it's Genty. Now he's free at the 35. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 19-yard line. 141 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Raider first down.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They go play action here on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Night Warriors, 17, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Griffin. This is caught by McMillan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Here's Griffin to throw. Targeting Johnson on the comeback route, and this is caught. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Griffin. And the Raiders have got him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Griffin. And he is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Oh, what a read
on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked by the... But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, middle.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Second down in the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
On the give, Genty. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
They'll run. Here comes Genty. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A gain of 13 yards.
On the ground, it's Genty. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Genty. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run with Genty. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They'll try to run forward with Genty. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Genty going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey,
On play action, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ground, it's the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
The 47-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside.
Now it's Rodgers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. On the give, Genty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Lamar changing the look. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This field, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
13.
It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I try to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's a man start on this very field for the Raiders, Charles Woodson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Quick slant caught by Chase. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Up the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The Raiders.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we're getting set for kickoff. And here, partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
Hey, report! Report!
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
Keep an eye on the ground with Genty, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Genty. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert. 4th down.
Let's go! Get hot! Hey!
From the gun, Jackson. Open man, that's Dante Fulton. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for Vegas. 47 yards. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Go.
Again, it's Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Rock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2.
The Raiders will line up.
Now Jackson on the move. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Broncos nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Blue striker. Field. Ready, ready. 45. White. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw again. That caught by Davis. He's into space past the 25. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Devontae Williams. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this.
Let's go. Check, hut.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Okay, ready? Rail, yellow. Down. 6, 10 black, hut.
He'll look to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Denver. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos are back within a point. It's 8-7.
Broncos 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Once again, it's Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll come up to third and 3.
And it's third down.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Hey, report. Report. What is it? Oh.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. No, we changed it.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. This one caught by Waller. And tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
And the Raiders first down.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll run with Genty. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Down at the 26. A gain of 14. First down, Las Vegas.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Their own 5-yard line.
Come on, set. Watch out now. Yeah, 30.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
On the set.
Here's a second and 12.
Ready. Smith, red. Ready.
Now a toss. Left side, it's Williams. Strong running there. Pushing his way forward to gain a couple. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
Ready.
It is third and 10.
Set. You. Yellow. Set.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
Trouble. Down. Set.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Inside the 35. And he will score. Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Ready?
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 31, here is second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Off the play fake. Jackson in trouble, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down. Has caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be stopped here short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the middle, it's cut. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
Jackson now on second down. This one complete, right side. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 14. Third down.
They run out of the gun with Genty.
As of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Fourth down, Jackson. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
To number 89, Brock Bowers. A gain of 18 on the play.
So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Sit up! Sit up!
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold it on 4th down.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Set, cut. 52 blue. Set, cut.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Davis. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Let's go. Cut.
Here's a design run. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
22 needle. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now this looks like a design run. And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a 1st down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.